What's going on, guys? Welcome back to D&J Podcast, and we are back in the same room. It's been like, a couple months since we've actually filmed a podcast together.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be talking about what's hot right now, Stranger Things 4, our second episode. We're going to film these 5-minute episodes, just talking about theories about each kind of like zone. There's 4. They got Russia, California, and then they got the Hawkins. So they got like 3 different stories, kind of. So we're making
and Elle's off in the lab.
Yeah, so we're make like 3 episodes, 3 5-minute episodes. But this one we're just going to talk about theories in general. So
yeah, first of all, Stranger Things 4, like we said in the last podcast, it blew my mind, it exceeded my expectations, and I just can't get enough of it. So we just want to talk about it, and we know you guys want to hear about it.
Yeah, I know.
So, what theories have you heard about?
Theories, I've heard that Will and Henry Creel, which is Vecna, are. I think they're saying that Will's gonna have some type of powers like Vecna, because there's some similarities from season 1. They started talking about how they're special kids. Joyce said that, and then Henry's parents said that. And there's also like similarities when their eyes are closed and they're moving their eyelids like this.
They got the rapid eye movement.
Yeah. They both have the exact same thing. They both do the exact same thing. So there's a theory that maybe like Will might have these powers.
Right.
Or something.
I love that theory,
that's
and
a good theory.
I hope it's true.
Yeah, do you imagine Will just, because the one main reason why people are complaining about this season is because they don't like how they kind of moved him to a side character. Right. He went from like main to side. So maybe this is how they introduce him again.
Yeah, maybe they're building.
Shoot.
Let me ask you this: would you be upset if Will became a bad guy?
No.
Say he becomes Vecna's right-hand man.
Dude, that'd be crazy, because
right.
He has to be like mind controlled to do that. Because I just don't feel like Will's the type of person to do that. He's like the nicest character in Stranger Things. So just imagine a twist.
It would be a complete twist.
Yeah.
And what season 4 showed us, it was a lot of surprises. It was a lot of like, oh, holy shits. It was like a lot of that. It would be an awesome plot twist if that theory came out true.
That would just be crazy.
It would be crazy, and people would talk about it, and then it'd be like, holy shit, what is season 5 going to be?
I know.
Because they talk about, we could talk about that theory, but right now, that Will theory is pretty solid, and I would like to see it happen.
There's also one other thing that the guy that plays Lucas, I don't really know what his name is, he said,
The actor in real life?
Yeah, they asked him 3 words that describe this season, and one of the words was traitor. So that could have been what he's talking about. But I also seen a theory about the counselor. The counselor, because she's wearing that clock on her. She's wearing the clock. We talked about this last episode. By the way, if you haven't seen our full podcast, go check that one out. But she's wearing the exact same grandfather clock on her neck. So they're saying that's a key. Because of that clock has a keyhole in it, and they're saying that's the key.
Caleb McLaughlin's his name.
Okay.
And traitor, because for a while you kind of think he's betraying the guys. Mm-hmm. So I wonder if he was foreshadowing that too. It could be both, but
true.
He's not. He, ultimately he's a Hawkins kid for life, or whatever you want to call it. But for a minute I was like, man, is he getting wrapped up in all this popularity bullshit? Because that would be. Because it happens. It happens like in real life. Mm-hmm. So.
Shoot, that's a good theory.
The counselor, Will.
Did you see any theories? I'm not sure. I forgot if I asked you.
I don't know if I've seen this, or I'm just like I'm probably working in my subconscious. But I hope that theory is true about Will.
Yeah.
And I hope that translates. And I hope that, they need somebody else with power. So like 11. Can square up against Vecna, but then who? Like, if Will becomes that evil character, who can square up against him? Is there someone that is like that? Remember the girl, like number 8?
Yeah,
did she make a comeback or something? Or is that
they don't like her though? They don't like her.
That's right, they didn't like her.
I thought she was cool. So here's one thing we could also talk about. So
who else can have powers? Yeah,
maybe one of those people like didn't die in the rainbow room. Maybe one of them that actually didn't die.
They did that with the banner.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So they can
That's
bring
a theory.
anybody out.
I think that's a theory that's going to happen. I think one of the people actually never died. But here's one thing we should talk about real quick. So, you know how in the flashbacks they all have like the same exact powers, kind of?
Yeah.
So number 8 does not have those powers. She has where she makes people see stuff. But 11 doesn't have that power. So she's different from all the other people.
Right.
So that's kind of weird.
That's kind of an upside down power.
Yeah.
Like a mind control power.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a Vecna thing.
So I think maybe 11 is able to do this power.
Yeah.
Maybe she's able to do this power. She just hasn't figured out how to. She hasn't learned it yet. That could be a good theory.
Yeah.
Maybe she.
Sure.
But,
and I wanted to point out real quick one theory, or one comparison, not a theory, but a comparison. So Elle has to summon her happy place to get stronger, just like Harry had to summon the Patronus. He had to think of a happy thing, something powerful.
Yeah.
So that powerful shit always beats the evil, and But this is Stranger Things. This season threw us a lot of curveballs. So maybe good doesn't always win. I wouldn't mind some bad guys winning for a while, especially if they come out with season 5 and they talk about it's going to be like a time travel. They're going to be several years into the future because the kids are aging by the second.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get some chaos. Let's get some Doctor Strange 2 chaos, some villains.
Let's do it.
Let's keep it interesting. But there's theories from D&J Podcast.
DJ Podcast, yes.
Stranger Things.
I think we just end it there. I think we got what we got with this podcast. Like I said, we're gonna upload like 3 or 4 of these 6-minute, we're in 7 minutes now videos. But yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and follow us on all of our social medias. And we post on TikTok sometimes, so follow us on there. And see you guys later.